What up, my Jingus? It is Brad back at 100Servings. I know I've been gone for a while. We haven't exactly been on the same page here. I've been doing a few other projects, but I wanted to get back to playing games and kind of doing what I like. So we're going to get back into some MONARK. So one of the big things that I learned is I kept on wondering, how come everybody, wasn't going up in level and whatever like that? Your level is determined by what skills you've bought. So if you buy, every skill that you buy or every skill that you level up gives you another level. For example here, Healing Prayer, if I boost it to level 2 for 40 spirit, then I'm going to gain a level. But at the same time, if I come over to Defensive Standby, that's 8,000 spirit and raises you up 1 level. So, kind of an interesting system they've got. Spirit is what you get for winning your fights, but it's also the currency. So if you want to buy items or whatever like that, that's what it comes out of. You kind of decide what you want to do with your spirit, what kind of level you need to be at, and what kind of skills that you want to have for each of your characters. Or what you can do is, since you have this nifty cell phone, there are a bunch of phone numbers that you can put in, if you know what they are. And get swept away to specific battlegrounds. That phone number that I put in takes me to Fertile Ground 1. Fertile Grounds give you a whole lot of spirit for the fights that you get in.
Let's go, Nozomi.
I'll be your strength.
Now, how much spirit you get at the end of a fight is determined by a lot of things, one of which is how long it takes you to win the fight. So, fewer turns is going to result in higher spirit, critical hits, enemies defeated, all that stuff is going to come into effect. Just out of my range of accelerated slash.
Here I go.
So what I'm going to do is switch over to bones here. And I know the enemy's going to attack me, but that's okay.
Take this! Child's play.
We're going to go with throwing knife, and sure enough, she's going to make an assist on throwing knife.
You're open.
Once more. Here I go.
The other thing to look at is down at the bottom here, with people's skills, what percentage of attack power they get. See, so for example, Arrow Lance is 110% of attack power, whereas Wind Cleaving Spear is only 90% of your attack power. So I'm going to go with the Arrow Lance on this one.
Perforate!
Irritating. Kill? Kill? Must be nice.
No way! That hurt!
I need it.
And when you or the enemy take weight as an action, it restores health. Chuck a knife at this guy,
You're open.
and then hopefully I'll be close
Here I go.
enough
Foolish.
to do an assist. I'm actually going to bring around this side and attack from behind. Nope, he's not close enough for an assist. Oh well, gotta do what you gotta do. So the difference between arts and authority is that arts here take health when you use them.
Enemy down.
Irritating. Get ready.
That was a mistake on my part.
I need it.
And of course I'm going to get a big penalty for
Get ready.
completing the fight with a character down, but I'm actually going to keep him over here, because the enemy will come to me at this point.
No mercy.
I follow.
Only your standard
I need
attack
only
doesn't
obey.
cost you health to do. And her health is really low, so I'm actually going to... I might have an authority. Yep. And you see down there, for the effect there, it says mad plus 10%. So that's going to add to my mad gauge.
Salvation!
Irritating.
If your mad gauge hits 100% in a fight, then you go crazy and attack whatever's near you.
Here I go.
Alright.
Take this.
Foolish.
Get full force flat slash
Got you.
Hide
and finish him off.
Damn.
I don't know why that guy didn't counterattack there, but
It's looking rough. Checkmate. We made it, Nozomi.
Good job. You were amazing.
yeah, you weren't. So, when we look at our score here, our total took us 5 turns to clear, so we got 100 points. We had 3 assists for 60 points, but we had 1 death for minus 400 points, which leaves us with a total of 0. We got some bonus spirit and stuff like that. So we ended up with 123 spirit, which isn't bad. And over here on the right, we gained 3 equipment items. We've got greaves, armor, and a helmet. Oh, and of course, the more battles that you fight and how you fight are going to affect how your ego grows. I don't know the specifics on that. And if I wanted to, I could restart the battle and make a fool out of myself again. But instead, I'm going to take what I got and exit the fight. So now under call, when we go to our contacts, I have Fertile Ground 1 as a contact, so I can just go back there whenever I want. Wherever I have cell signal, the best places to have cell signal is around Vanitas, because he is a 5G Wi-Fi hotspot, or whatever. Okay, enemy resonance, I'm going to take this because it's only 15. And now I'm level 6. Seal resistance, 15. And now I'm level 7. Searing madness, 20 points. Now I'm level 8. Protean spear, which is nice because you make an attack and then it boosts your defense. Sweeping shield. Ooh, and piercing javelin, that's a really good one. The other thing is, when you come over here with your skeleton, or whatever you want to call it, we have vessels, and we had no armor before, so... One of the other things that people complained about with your skeleton characters was that there's not a lot of customization options. Well, there are, but the way you get them is down here under your achievements. You get trophies. So, donned a full set of vessels with skills. Gihi, names and nature do often agree. So, 50 spirit. For changing the fiend's name, I get a new hair color. Psych sampler. You've taken a student psychology test. Gihi. It's up to you to define yourself best. Another hair color. Call and brawl. You've made your first call to the other world. Since I have some vessels I'm not using, some armor and equipment for my skeleton, I'm going to go ahead and sell those. Now I can do them one at a time. Or I can come over here and hit Z left. It's going to highlight all of them. I'll dismantle all of those. So now when I go into my characters, I have 93 more spirit to spend. Poison resistance. Because again, it's 10 points and it gives you another level. Well, the big one here is I want to get to regeneration, because regeneration is really neat, but I'm going to need a bunch of other skills as well. And again, at this point, if I wanted to change hairstyles or whatever, if I wanted to change hair color, I don't quite know what the point of this is. I don't know if maybe the whole thing is that this thing is going to start becoming more human or what. But one other thing I forgot is that me, being the sucker that I am, I bought the DLC, and so now I can change costumes. So I can go from my school uniform to the stupidest looking outfit that I've ever seen. See, like a farmer, schoolboy, safari pith helmet, oversized sweater. This might be the dumbest outfit I've ever seen in all of video games. This is horrible. But the formal wear looks good, so I think I'm going to go with that. And let's see. Nozomi has, of course, her school uniform. Her casual outfit is actually kind of cute with the shorts instead of the skirt. Probably a little bit more functional. Not sure about those shoes, though. Don't look comfortable. Or her formal wear. Which, that is an extremely classy dress. I think we're going to keep her in that. Not that I'd exactly want to go fighting, you know, demons and skeletons and everything like that in heels, but, you know. Okay. And on my to-do list, we still need to explore the main building, 3rd floor. Well, since our mad gauge has gone up a little bit.
Mist too. Let's search there next.
Well, let's go talk to the doctor next, actually. It's still Band-Aids on the shelf, man. I don't know what else to tell you.
Yo.
Yo?
Prez. Vice Prez. Everything good?
Well, except for fighting, you know, hordes of bloodthirsty monsters in an evil dimension that, you know, and being trapped in this building for who even knows how long at this point. We're swell.
Glad to hear it. The honeymoon phase is always the best part of a new relationship.
What? Do you think every boy and girl who hang out together are dating? I know you're old, Dr. Kakeru, but really?
Yeah, like, get real. Just because we go everywhere and he buys me stuff and we hold hands and we're engaged doesn't mean that we're in a relationship.
Get off my back. I'm still in my early 30s.
And completely undateable.
Are you? Your cluttered desk looks more like a toddler's.
You get off my back, too.
Aw, you flatter me.
That wasn't a compliment. Ugh, if only Dr. Shironeko were here.
Well, she's not. We're stuck with this guy.
Haven't you heard the saying, out of sight, out of mind? Leave things be, and you'll always know where they are.
That's not even close to how that works.
That's not even how that idiom works. People tidy things up for convenience.
It's true.
Incidentally, Vice President, did you know Dr. Kakeru's wristwatch has a dead battery?
I'm sure there's a long and complex story behind that I don't care about.
Yep, it's been 11:45 p.m. for the past 10 years.
Again, I know you want me to ask. I know you want me to ask, and I'm just not going to.
The phone's good enough for telling time these days. People only ever wear watches for fashion now.
If you're one of those people that only checks time using your phone, I hate you.
What are you so proud of? In what world is a beat-up old watch like yours fashionable?
It's a classic timepiece.
Your slacker attitude makes some people worry about the quality of care here, you know.
That's not how you talk to adults, Nozomi, and you know better than that.
Well, that's rude of them. I know how to be in the right place at the right time. When I need to.
That has to be a bad translation.
If something needs doing, I'm gonna do it right.
I don't believe you. You got problems, man. Oh, and he didn't even treat our mad gauge. We have to interact with you again.
You seem kind of pale. Let me take a look at you.
I'm an anime protagonist. Of course I'm pale.
You're good to go. Don't push yourself too hard now.
Trust me, I won't. Oh yeah, and of course, all these students, when you talk to other students, you get their profile. The big thing with any of them, if you see under their ID on the far right there, the last 4 digits is going to be the combination to their locker. So if you come across a locker and you can figure out who it belongs to, that's going to always be the passcode. Other information like their birthdays and stuff like that might be useful for other parts of your investigation. And you get that for every kid that you interact with. You got a psych test for me? We're trapped physically by the dangers of the mist and mentally by the stress of our surroundings. Why not try taking a psych test? It's times like these that you should sit down and look inward. Yes, when you're scared out of your mind and struggling to stay alive is a really good time to take stock of your feelings and what you think. Ready? Listen closely and answer this question. Watch me bomb this one. You, or maybe someone you know, ends up running in an election. Right now, they're greeting a large group of supporters. Who is the one running? Me, a friend, a parent, or upperclassman? Here's the thing with politics. Decent people don't get into politics. That's why I have no interest in getting into politics. Because I'm a pretty decent person. Well, fairly decent by today's standards. So, I'm going to say a friend. Envy. Wow. This question tells us how much interpersonal stress you're holding. Choosing a friend puts your stress levels at about 80%. That's pretty high, actually. Are you going through some unpleasant business with your inner circles right now? If it's bothering you, try talking to them directly. If you don't think you can solve it on your own, you can always ask for help. Sometimes it's better to just take the first step instead of worrying about it, you know? So, following that advice, I'm going to count on everybody else here to, go into the other dimensions and fight off all the demon hordes. Ah, Vampire Hunter!
It's troublesome not being able to leave the academy, isn't it? Though I'm not quite sure I understand why.
Yes, I understand. None of us can leave until you've staked Nosferatu. I got it.
Nevertheless, please rest assured that our supplies and resources are all accounted for.
Plenty of holy water, crosses, stakes. Okay then. You keep on stalking over there, buddy.
Nozomi! I've been looking for you!
Okay.
Yusuke? What is it?
I have a favor to ask.
Of course you do.
You started hanging around the student council.
You misspelled you.
She's completely changed ever since. All of a sudden, she started talking about Kurama like he's some sort of god.
Yeah, people that are around him tend to do that.
Yu Nishioka. She's Yusuke's girlfriend. I've known them both since I was in elementary school.
She wants to break up with me. She said she doesn't have it in her to deal with being in a relationship right now.
Well, I mean, how could she walk away from that blank stare and generic features? Rippling physique.
we were doing totally fine before she joined Kurama's fan club.
Yeah, I mean, maybe she, wanted to do something with her life.
Don't you think that there's something fishy about that?
No, I probably would have done the same thing.
What? You getting dumped?
No! I'm talking about Kurama and his groupies!
Oh yeah, no, they're creepy.
You and the others weren't so goddamn obsessed with the student council before!
Hey, watch your language, man. This is a Catholic
When did
school.
anyone start listening to Kurama anyway? He's such a nag. Even the teachers don't want to deal with him.
They say the same things about me.
It's been like this ever since all this messed up shit started happening to the academy.
Again, stop with the bad language. You're really bad at it.
There's gotta be a reason why. Were they drugged? Or maybe they're all hypnotized.
Or maybe it has something to do with the other dimensions and all the monsters.
You'll help me look into Kurama, right, Nozomi? You needs our help. Same goes for everyone else.
See, in most RPGs, we call that a quest.
Come on! I'm begging you!
Oh, he's bowing. He's bowing. Now you have to.
I understand why you're so suspicious of Kurama, but...
Look, if you don't do it, why are we even playing this game?
maybe we should wait and see how things turn out for now?
No, you need to get in there and force that girl to get back with her childhood boyfriend. I mean, they're destined to be together. They've been together since elementary school, so, I mean, it's not like she could ever want anything else out of her life but that.
We don't have time to just dig around and do nothing!
Yeah, we do. I mean, clearly you haven't been paying attention. That's all we have time for.
Forget it, you coward. I was stupid for thinking you'd get off the fence for once.
Harsh.
I mean, what else should I expect from the kind of person who leave her best friend for dead?
She's gonna leave me for dead?
If you're not gonna do something, I am. Somebody has to.
Oh, cool. So we can just hang out till this whole thing blows over? You got it? You got it? Cool.
Wait! Listen to me!
You have to be used to this by now.
I've had a hunch about who the pact bearer is ever since our talk with the dean.
Let me guess. It's the doctor.
If it turns out that hunch is right, well, it just means we'll have to be that much more careful.
Why be careful? We have, like, superpowers and armor and swords and stuff.
I don't want us to get all wrapped up in any more danger than we're already in.
Well, then you should have thought about that before you made a deal with Vanitas or whatever his name is. Doritos.
Let's get a move on, Vice President. We have to shatter the remaining ideals.
God, my character is the blankest of blank slates. Well, thank goodness, even though everybody's been trapped in here for weeks and weeks, that, somebody's been mopping and shining the floors and making sure everything is spotless. Uh-oh, sinister music. Ah, children of the corn! Question mark is saying ... That is some quality writing right there. Glad we had that written dialogue. I couldn't have figured out what they were saying before, they put that in. Alright. And at this point, I think I'm going to knock it off for now. Next episode, we'll go into the mist and see what we find, and hopefully get some more stimulating dialogue from Nozomi. So, we're going to be playing Monarch for a while and see how that goes. I like this game. I've been playing it a little bit off and on in my spare time, and I want to get back to doing a little bit more of this because I do enjoy it. So, and with that, we are signing off. So, thanks for watching, and I'll someday have some kind of catchphrase.